Hey, while you're at it, don't let the news hit you along the way because Game Pass is not for everybody, Phil Spencer says. And the reality is, obviously, it's not for everybody because there are people who like to buy their games and own their games. And to be honest, Game Pass does not deter you from doing that. He knows, you know, we all know. The funny thing though is, he's saying this at the cusp of Game Pass growing 30% on PC because apparently value is something that is now coming into the picture and the perspective. And the reason I said don't let the news hit you along the way is because if you think about it, even PlayStation is continuing to make a case as they've also now increased the subscription price in Canada, according to reports. Kid you not. The subreddit games. Okay, apparently this is not just a PlayStation thing. This is a general sentiment thing, I guess, maybe, somewhere, somehow. And they put the article here from Industry News saying Xbox Game Pass is not for everybody, Phil Spencer says. And they put the full quote. This person says, for me, I look at Game Pass as a healthy option for certain people. It's not for everybody. If you play 1 or 2 games a year, Game Pass probably isn't the right business model for you. You should just buy those 2 games, and that will make total sense. But I want you to have the choice. So we remain focused on everything that's on Game Pass is also available to buy. This is the very funny thing that I had to sit here and my brain cells were at risk of depleting because it was insane to have to tell people, bro, there is a buy button on Xbox's platform just like any other platform where they sell digital games. It was so weird to have to go in and spell that to adults, but apparently this is not something that I'm not used to. This person, though, Quickster, had to go in and make it really weird. Guess what they said? Translation, Xbox Game Pass has plateaued. You know, this particular lie that they foment in little corners where they're raising their subscription prices on the other side. Oh, yes. And it's not making enough money to fund the 45 studios we bought. So now we're selling our games everywhere to try and recoup Microsoft's investment and try to keep Xbox from becoming the next Zune. Guys, I told y'all that these so-called PlayStation fanboys lurking everywhere can't shut up. Number one, Xbox Game Pass has plateaued. Did you not see the financial report where PC is now a thing? These folk are very tunnel visioned. That's why Xbox is beating PlayStation into the ground, and even they can see it, but can't see it because the haymaker is coming and they don't even know. Oh, taken out. Because they don't realize that Xbox's business is that diverse, right? So they're over there talking, and Xbox is over there making money in front of them. At the same time, coming out to say things like, and it's not making enough money is not true. It's not true. To fund the 45 studios we bought, and now we're selling our games everywhere to try, imagine that, saying try and recoup Microsoft's investment. Ladies and gentlemen, what's wrong in recouping investment? If you're going to actually sell your games, do you know what's wrong in trying to recoup investment? Let me tell you what's wrong in trying to recoup investment. Do you want to see it? Oh, yes. It's when a company lays off its employees because of cost of its development. That is a bad way to try and recoup your cost because already you've admitted that your management and your spending is a problem. 2023, December 21st, Sony reportedly pressured its studios to make big cuts amid increasing development costs. Yet, this person here on a subreddit 4 hours ago can open their mouth and console war in the face of this reality. Thank you, God, for information. If not, we would be under the cloud of darkness of these liars and attempting gaslighting twats and recoup Microsoft's investment to try to keep Xbox from becoming the next Zune. Bro, Zune was something that, in my opinion anyways, I don't think anybody cared for. But if you think Xbox as a console is Microsoft's primary business model, you need to go read what PlayStation has assessed about their own business. I made this video because this particular article is more than likely going to be misconstrued everywhere. But this is exactly what it is. Thankfully, somebody put the full quote on the subreddit, but bro over here had to go ahead and hop on over. I don't know who you are, I mean, it's just an account, and pretty much jump the gun and try to make it seem like it's about you. It's not about you. Go back to PlayStation and enjoy what it is that they're doing. And then late at night when everybody's sleeping, fire up your Game Pass subscription and play those games. Are you kidding me? You see, all I was waiting was for a roll call at some point, and I have my roll call. The PlayStation talking heads that actually foment conversations like that, they all use Game Pass. Oh yeah, the business model apparently works for them. Just watch how they're going to stay quiet though, because everyone's going to be like, well, don't you have Game Pass? Or didn't you have Game Pass? Because they've already basically partaken of the, in quote, forbidden fruit of trying to be much more, dialed into value. Phil Spencer discusses why Xbox Game Pass isn't for everyone these days. Now, the options are there. That is the beautiful part of it. With this Variety article, it's obvious to see that the very first thing that anybody must come to is Xbox is creating options for the user and options for themselves. I made the video this morning where I talked about all of their pillars and how they've basically gone ahead to fortify themselves. Game Pass bringing in billions of dollars, the biggest shooter bringing in billions of dollars, third-party games bringing in money for them, first-party games bringing in money for them. They already have a formula that's interesting. The next frontier for them is PlayStation. They need to get into PlayStation and farm more billions of dollars. That, to me, has always been the play, and I've been saying this from the rooftop, saying, guys, we need to see more PlayStation dollars start moving to the Xbox side. Maybe that will wake PlayStation up, because that's what I've always wanted to see, a PlayStation that's awake, not one that's basically sleeping and going ahead to basically raise its own subscription cost. What? I mean, I cannot imagine that they would dare do something like that while people are talking about how Game Pass is not for everybody. For what? In Canada. Do y'all see what's going on here? Could this be the tariffs like Zubitech tried to point out about the increase of the PlayStation hardware prices, which was a flat out nonsense? PlayStation Plus prices have increased in certain regions, but not in the US. Huh. Look at this. Are y'all seeing this? This is weird. Shout out to Princess Peach, as one of the audience members in the channel. He messaged me this morning and said, hey man, did you see this? PlayStation Plus Essential is now up in price point. Really? They want you to pay $110 for this? Then PlayStation Plus Extra, they want you to pay $190, and then PlayStation Plus Premium, they want you to pay $225 in Canada. Now, in dollars, we have to look at the conversion rates, but I say, dadgummit, where else have I seen a subscription service that actually gives you much better? See, if you're over here giving your money to PlayStation, you should make sure that you are very certain that that's where you want to play your games. All this talk that we come ahead and see articles that say, PlayStation is increasing its prices, and then this article on Vice says, and players are not happy about it. What do you mean players are not happy about it? A lot of these players walked into buying a PlayStation console when Game Pass was there since 2017. What are you talking about? Did many of them just accidentally roll into the platform? They knew what they were signing up for. Or maybe they didn't know that they were going to be signing up for pretty much covering PlayStation's own deficiencies and pretty much being the subject of their premium sales model as their central approach. Oh, yes. What did you think, though? Like, I mean, when you started seeing this particular generation hemorrhage, what did you think? I'm wondering, for those people who are the PlayStation fans that are not happy about this. I mean, maybe this writer, Brent Cope, just forged those people. Maybe they don't exist. Maybe he's making it up. But if you are not happy in being on PlayStation, what did you expect was going to happen when right in front of you in 2023, this leak came out? You saw their game plan. Yet, you didn't do anything about it. What is the problem? Because I'm sure people who may have seen this stuff or don't care about this stuff continue to play on PlayStation, which is their right to do. But those who are saying that they're not happy about it, what is making you unhappy? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and keep taking it, or are you going to do something different? The ball's in your court. Peace out.